Hi everyone, so this video is about subtracting a positive. Now we've already looked at adding a negative, so this is the opposite way round. So in my last video we will have looked at things like 6 plus negative 3. So now it's the other way round, and I'm going to show you how to do this using the negative tiles, and I'm also going to show you how to do it if you write it down with a little diagram, okay? And then we're going to come up with a rule that we can use instead of wondering about what to do with the tiles, etc. Okay, so like we did in the last one. So this sum starts with 6, and because it's just 6 on its own, it means 6 positives, doesn't it? And we need to take away 3 positives, so this is a nice straightforward one. So if I'm using my tiles, I start off with 6 positives, okay, like this, and I need to take away 3 positives. So I literally just take 3 away, so I'm left with 3. So this one is quite a nice one, okay? Obviously they're going to get more complicated. So if I was drawing this in a diagram, I would put 6 positives like this, and I need to take 3 of them away, so I'm left with 3. Okay, right, let's have a look at the next one then. So this time it says 4 positives I'm starting with. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and what it says I need to do is I need to take away 7 positives. Now I don't have 7 positives to take away, okay? And can you remember what I told you had to do in the last video? Okay, yeah, that's right. So you would have to add in zeros, okay? And remember, a 0 is one of each colour, because that's positive 1 and negative 1, and it makes 0. So if I put in zeros until I can take 7 positives away. So let's do one more. Let's see how many positives we've got. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I've added in, I'm going to put that one under. I've added in 3 zeros. Okay, so now let's see. I've got 4 and I need to take away 7 positives. So I can now take away the 7 positives, and what I'm left with is negative 3. Okay, so if we're doing this in a little diagram, I've got 4 positives, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I don't know why that one isn't a circle. Okay, and I want to take 7 of them away. So these are my ones that I'm going to add in. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm adding in 3 zeros, aren't I? And now I can take these 7 positives away, and it leaves me with the 3 negatives. Okay, let's have a look at the last one then. So this time I'm starting with negative 2. So there's my negative 2. And I need to take away 5 positives. Now I haven't got any positives this time to take away. So I need to add in some zeros, and I will need to add in 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3. Can we fit them in? Let's put them on my little board. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I started with negative 2, and I'm taking away 5 positives, but we didn't have 5 positives to take away, so I've added in some zeros. Okay, so can I take 5 positives away now? Yes, I can. I would take these ones up here away. So what am I left with? Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 negatives. So the answer will be negative 7. Okay, so let's put this in a little diagram. So we're starting off this time with 2 negatives. Okay, and I need to take away 5 positives, which I can't do. So I'm going to add in some zeros, and I'm adding in 5 zeros, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. okay? And then I'm taking away 5 positives, so I take those away. So I'm left with these here, which is my -7. So now we need to think about, is there another way we could do it? So I've given you 2 ways there, okay? And neither of those ways would be wrong to do in an exam or in a class test, or at any time you can use the squares or you can use the dots. I don't mind. But what we need to think about now is there a rule that we could think of, or is there like a little trick that we could use to help us when we're answering these questions? Because I know lots of you don't like drawing the diagrams. So let's have a look at the first one. We're not looking at what symbols are in here. We're looking at how would we get from 6, using 6 and 3, to the answer of 3. Okay, and I'm hoping what you're saying is that if I take them away, okay, it gives me the answer of 3. So let's write that down. So 6 take away 3 gives me the answer 3. Okay, so are we saying that when you subtract a positive, you can just do a subtraction, okay, and it will give us the answer? Let's try it with the next one. So 4 take away 7. Okay, so if we think of our number line, we're starting on 4 and we're going to go down the number line 7, okay, because we're subtracting. And yes, that would land us at -3. Let's check it works for the last one. -2 take away 5. So I'm starting on -2. And remember, it doesn't matter where you start. If you're taking away, if you're subtracting, you go down the number line. It goes further away from 0, doesn't it? Okay, when it's in the negatives. So it would land on -7. So yes, there is a trick that we could use so we know that when we're subtracting a positive, we can just subtract the 2 numbers. Okay, so I'll write that down for you and then you've got it.